Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have been on your television and on your radio since 1993.
He's making his pitch here.
Yeah, but does that mean then that I should get, I don't know, a knighthood?
For services to broadcasting.
For services to broadcasting, for doing my job, which I get paid for and enjoy most of the time. A bit different today. But should I get an honour for that? I don't know. Well,
No,
I mean, it'd
not
be quite
now.
nice, but it doesn't seem like a very sensible idea. And so with all the honours lists, and there's lots of MPs get honours as well. Like John Redwood has got a knighthood for being an MP for a long time. Is it all a sensible idea, or should it actually be a bit more about, people doing proper things to help the rest of society? Well, let's talk to the Chief Executive of Award Intelligence, Mark Llewellyn-Slade, who's here. Good morning.
Good morning,
Have
sir.
you got anything?
Not yet. I think it's been lost in the post.
Could well have
Keep
been.
waiting.
So MPs, for example, getting a fancy award for basically doing their jobs, is that actually the way we should be doing things?
Well, the million-dollar question is, have these people gone above and beyond the call of duty? Because you shouldn't get an honour for simply doing your job. So, yeah, if they've excelled in their chosen field, then great. But if they're just doing their job, then no. Otherwise, every policeman and firefighter in the country would have an honour.
Yeah.
The cynics would say that the award for John Redwood could perhaps be connected to the Brexit vote. He is saying, well, it's not going to change anything in the way he votes.
I don't know if it's really connected to that. I mean, when we talk about honours, we tend to focus on the celebs, the likes of Twiggy and those kind of people. It's really about ordinary people, and those make up the vast majority of the honours list. So it's more about Bert from Bristol and Mavis in Macclesfield than Palin the Python.
So do we need to shift in the media then the way in which we look at the honours list and more focus on the ordinary people? Well, we did see that in a lot of the coverage yesterday, I think.
Did we? I don't know. Didn't watch a lot of it, to be fair. But I mean, there were 30.
You did some of it.
30. I did some of it. I watched that bit. 1,300 or thereabouts, I think.
Yeah.
Were announced yesterday. Of course, I suppose the vast majority of those are going to be, your lollipop ladies and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, celebrity sells, doesn't it? And if your viewers like to hear about the rich and famous, then you're going to feed them stories about the rich and famous. But it is more about Mavis in Macclesfield, and the idea is that by rewarding them with an honour, you're either highlighting their good cause or you're encouraging them and other people to go on to either greater things. Because a lot of people get an honour, say an MBE or an OBE, and then 5, 6, 7 years later get promoted to a CBE or a knighthood or damehood. So it does motivate them to go on to great things. Or it encourages other people to think, actually, I'm going to get off my bottom and do something to help people or to champion a cause. So I think it's very important that the media continue to focus on Bert from Bristol.
Why do we fight it, though? There is always, every year, there is this attitude of saying, oh, this is wrong, this is outdated, let's look at people who've turned them down and all this sort of thing. Is there an element of sort of just plain old jealousy in there, that if we haven't got one, therefore no one should get one?
Yeah, and also you have to be in it to win it, and you can't nominate yourself. So if you're...
So how does it work?
Well, if your viewers know of somebody who's worthy of an honour, then get them nominated. So basically you can download the forms free of charge from the government website, put pen to paper, take action. It's not a quick process. It takes about 12 to 18 months. But you can nominate a friend, a family member, business contact, anyone that knows you well. So you could nominate each other if you wanted to. That would be a good way around it, wouldn't it?
What have you done that's gone above and beyond?
Oh, working with you, I think.
Cup of tea tomorrow. You can make me a cup of tea.
Yeah, all right, I'll do that. No, so you would say don't knock it, but actually just celebrate the ordinary people, because we're all this. We're not all politicians and pop stars, are we?
No, and maybe it needs a little bit of tweaking around the edges. So Prince Charles has said when he becomes king, he may well change the names of the awards. So we might see the reference to British Empire disappear, for example. But I don't think at the end of the day anybody would feel that the whole honours system needs scrapping.
Yeah. Well, look, really good to hear your views and to, frankly, just observe the moustache, Mark.
Thank you,
Which is quite fabulous, if I may say so myself. Good to see you.
Good to be here.
Okay, let's get a quick check on the